All right, act like we like each other. So, hey, are you planning on going to the Weston Whiskey Festival, but you're already overwhelmed and not sure what to do? We get it. The first time we went, our eyes got huge. There's so much to do, so much to see. And now we've been there a couple times.
We're basically experts.
She is. A lot of it is very blurry for me.
We know why. We know why.
It's
Many whiskey festivals are blurry for you.
It's a whiskey festival. Am I not supposed to drink? So we want to let you know what we have enjoyed when we've gone, give you some tips and some tactics for having the best whiskey festival that you can.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some ideas on what to do for pregame, postgame.
For sure.
You ready?
Ready.
Bringing the energy. I love it when you do that.
I know.
Okay. We're going to talk about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So before we get started, you're actually drinking because she wanted to. What are you drinking?
I don't remember. It's peach brandy. Is it New Riff?
Yeah.
New Riff?
No, it is not.
No, it's not.
It's Red Line.
Red Line.
Yes.
Peach brandy. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good, y'all.
Go check out our National Bourbon Heritage Month. And
is Red Line gonna? Are they usually at the whiskey
they
festival?
are, but they're not on the vendor list.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, you're not here to listen to us banter or watch me drink. This is Bardstown Bourbon Company wheated.
So good.
But she's actually making that face. So if you're a fan of the show, usually we rate whiskeys on how little she scowls. That one made her smile. So it literally broke the scale.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Western Whiskey Festival. So we're going to start off with what is it? What is the Western Whiskey Festival?
It is amazing. It is held in the old, I like going. I think it's fun. It's held in the old tobacco barn. Bunch of different whiskey you can taste all around. There's cigars.
Yep. So they turn the top floor into kind of an event space. If your event involves honky tonkin or whiskey,
I think they do weddings and stuff.
Yeah,
there.
I'm sure they do, but it's definitely got a country western flair to it, which is not a problem.
It's a barn.
Yeah. The bottom floor is actually the Weston Cigar Company. So they sell cigars, and they've got a liquor store in the basement, which is very cool. And on non-festival days, you can go. But yeah, so it's a large barn. The porta potty situation is porta potties, right?
It's porta potties. Now, I will say, thank you, Weston Whiskey Festival. The first time we went, they had the porta potties in the back corner of the barn, and you literally couldn't see, but you're trying to go to the bathroom and hold your phone. Last year, they were in a much more well-lit spot. So it was much better. But yeah, porta potty situation.
Yeah,
so be aware of that.
Yeah, it seemed like a point of emphasis for you and some of the other ladies in attendance. I think all the dudes, we were just drunk and holding it, but I could be wrong. So, but yeah, it's a very cool layout. It's super chill, and that's what I love because I go to a lot of whiskey festivals, and this one, it's like you walk in and you're in a room full of like your 400 best friends. And I love that. Like, sit there and strike up conversations. People always have really crazy, like, those one people had, like, pretzels on their neck.
Oh, we gotta get a pretzel necklace.
All right, tell the people.
Okay, yeah. There's people that walk around and they have necklaces, and they're just strung with snacks so they can eat them the whole time. There's, like, pretzels, and what else did they put on them? There's something
popcorn.
else.
By this time, I was pretty drunk. Check out the video, though. We featured them from last year. Yeah. So that was cool. Very fun. And it's not just whiskey, obviously bourbon, but there's tequila, wine. There was beer there last year. Single serving, kind of pre-prepared drinks. I mean, everything.
Oh, they had those icy pops.
Yeah.
That 1 year.
Yeah.
Was it wine?
I think they were. It was frozen wine. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were in like those triangle pops you used to get at the cafeteria.
It was cool though, yeah. There's also some food. There's been food the last couple of years. I don't know how reliable that is. I didn't see it on the vendor list, but it wasn't a huge food selection. So we'll talk about food alternatives in a minute. What there is though is just a ton of cigars, and because it's a big open bar, you can light your cigar there. So if you like cigars, it's great, and if you like to drink, it's great. And so, those are all definitely, I think, real pluses. And I don't see a lot of that. Like Kansas City Whiskey Festival is in a hotel ballroom. And so that's much more traditional. There's no smoking. That kind of thing. So I enjoyed it. Any thoughts on what is the Weston Whiskey Fest?
No, that's awesome.
Okay.
He was going to go without me this year, and I like it so much that I made him take me, so.
And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, designated drivers, which is you, she didn't drink, but they don't charge to get in. So I like that a lot because I have never left the Weston Whiskey Festival in a condition to drink or to drive.
No.
Or drink, really. But yeah, it's another story. So, anything else?
Nope.
Okay, great. So what can we do before and after Weston Whiskey Festival? So if you haven't been to Weston, plan to go more often. It is a very quaint, charming little city.
Mm-hmm.
No?
I don't know. I'm a history nerd, so Weston is way cooler than that for me. But
Well, I'm also a heavy drinker. So the fact you've got, was that Whiskey Snug right across the street from the cigar and liquor store. And then there's the Holiday's got a storefront there, and McCormick, and there's like a wine bar, and you can get beer a lot of places. So if you like to drink, you go to Weston. If you like history, you go to Weston. If you like to hike, there's Weston Bend State Park, and then you can go drink and do the history. Yeah. So really
there's a
just
lot to do out there.
Drinking. So, but there's a couple places that we've been to that we can vouch are great places to go to in Weston.
Yeah.
You want to tell me about 10 Kitchen?
So 10 Kitchen is a barbecue place there. Just as I do not like whiskey, I do not really care for French fries. I know I'm weird. At 10 Kitchen, I will eat all of my French fries. They're delicious, and the barbecue is
really good.
Fantastic. Yep. It's delicious barbecue.
Yeah, so I usually get a platter. So I get, brisket and pulled pork and fries. And if I'm feeling really adventurous, I'll get the broccoli salad or something like that, but it's good.
I get a sandwich. That's good.
Yeah,
sandwich and fries.
Yeah.
The sweet barbecue sauce.
Okay. And you could do that before and after, though the place always seems like it's full. So it may be a eat there before you go to the festival kind of place, because afterwards the line is
it's pretty long.
Impressive. Yeah. Yep. The next place we would recommend is called the 640. It is a pizza place. It is not huge in terms of seating capacity.
If you have a big group, I'd say 4 people.
There'll be like one table of 8.
Yeah.
Maybe. But if it's us, like we like to go and get pizza. And actually what we do a lot of times is sneak out early because it'll be our 3rd year, right? So we're a little bit more strategic in how we drink and a little less staggery afterwards. Is that a word? Staggery?
Some of us are.
Why do I let you on the show? Anyway, but it's definitely a good place to go. If you go right at the end of the festival, expect a line. But totally worth it. The pizza's fantastic.
I think you can do call out too. You can take it out.
I think you're right, yeah, because there's usually pretty full to go area where they've got some folks that are waiting for their food. So
it's really good though. The cheesy breadstick things are really good.
Super good. Yeah, and you don't even need anything else other than that. Like the
you
breadsticks
could
are
just
good
eat that for pizza. Yeah.
But definitely shout out to them. I put the St. George on here. So that's a hotel that's across the street from 10 Kitchen, and it's 2 blocks up from the barn. Yeah.
We've never eaten there.
No.
It's a historic hotel. That's where the steamboat captains used to stay. I think it is haunted as well.
But there's a downstairs drinking area, and I think they have bar snacks. So I was looking through the website, and it was a little confusing which parts were in the St. George Hotel and what they were telling you to kind of walk up the hill to. But I believe there's a place to get a snack. I know there's a place to get a drink and listen to some live music.
Yeah.
And everyone there is super nice. They're super chill. We haven't gone there because we're always looking for dinner.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, yeah, come back next time. So, like, they're never mad that we're walking across the street to 10 Kitchen or whatever. Right. But, yeah.
And then...
You want to talk about O'Malley's?
O'Malley's.
Yeah.
Well, for food. Are we talking about drink too?
I would just talk about places to go. So
O'Malley's is my favorite place in the whole world, almost. It's a bar, underground, in old caves that were used to house beer, right?
That's your favorite place in the world?
I love O'Malley's. It reminds me of going to Hogwarts.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, because you go down into the cave, and then you could take tours, and there's like stairs that raise up and stuff.
Yeah, you can take a tour. Just know that as difficult as it is to get down, it's much more difficult to get up after
There's some
you've been
steep,
drinking.
yeah, it's pretty steep stairs.
Yeah, and we have never eaten there, but we talk about Weston a lot at work because it relates to steamboats. Anyway, every person that I've ever talked to O'Malley's about has said the fish and chips.
Yeah, apparently there's like
amazing. I've never had them. We were always full on pizza by that point, but
right, yeah, or barbecue, but
yeah. But apparently the fish and chips there are just. Yeah, we might have to do that this year.
But yeah, if you get a chance, don't pregame at O'Malley's, right? Because you will not go to the Whiskey Fest because the beer's good. And they've got a lot of Irish whiskey and various things. But yeah, you want to not pregame there, but you definitely want to plan on stopping by and saying hi to us at the postgame. Because yeah, what we pretty much always do is leave the Whiskey Festival, walk to O'Malley's and hang out. They have a mug club, and I think I've joined the mug club like 4 times because I walk home with these
ton of big mugs upstairs.
Yeah, but they're cool and they're heavy and they hold a lot of beer. And so then we hang out, and we've seen a couple of you out there. So
yeah, shout out to everybody that said hello to us last year.
Who said hello to her? I was drunk.
Yeah, he walked on because he didn't hear you because.
It was a whiskey festival. Okay, so anyway, I apologize. She said you were all super nice, though. So hopefully we see you all at O'Malley's afterwards. And if this becomes a thing, we'll do like a whole whiskey outpost get together, and maybe we can get some tables.
That'd be fun,
and we'll get some fish and chips and some beer and slur our way through what our favorite part of the whiskey festival was. Okay, so. But yeah, that's a post game. That's not a pregame. So the thing is, if you're coming from Kansas City, which I'm expecting a lot of our listeners will be, you're going to pass through. North Kansas City's not
Parkville, Platte City.
Yeah, so plenty of fast food, plenty of places to get some snacks, and
Zona Rosa's up there on your way too.
Yeah. So any of those places are great to stop by. But if you want to do Weston, Tin Kitchen, the 640 are both great. St. George is good as a place to hang out afterwards, and then O'Malley's, and if you haven't been, that's what you need to do.
To be honest, if you guys have recommendations for other restaurants in Westport, we always eat at these 2 places. Tell us. We'd love to try some new places too.
Agreed, yeah. We really want to try Charlemagne, but they closed and something else is going in there, right? Yeah,
something else is going there. So
okay, good.
All right.
So now the last thing we want to do is talk about 5 tips to ensure your success at the Weston Whiskey Festival. I'll take the first one. Parking at Weston is difficult, and there's a lot more people that can fit in the tobacco barn than can park. So if you get there early enough, there's an architectural salvage place, and there's the train tracks, and you can get close. But we actually ended up parking at O'Malley's last year, and we got to Weston at like 2:15 or something like that, like 15 minutes into the festival. Right?
Did we park at O'Malley's?
We did.
Okay.
And I don't think that was a strategic decision on our part. I think that was where we could find parking.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a big lot down there by the train tracks. And so if you get there early, it will fill up. But if you don't see street parking, you know, try and go down there and see if there's room.
But as far as the game plan goes, this isn't one of those festivals that you have to be there like at the exact second and rush in and, do all that. Super chill. It's not that kind of environment. If you want to park, plan on getting there 15, 20 minutes early. There will be a line that forms. That line moves quickly. And basically what I like to do is go park, wait for it to start. That's when I get out of the car, walk up the hill to the barn. And
there's lots of parking kind of on like off the main street, there's some lots kind of back behind. And Weston is not huge. It's very walkable. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's what, 4 or 5 blocks, the whole thing we're talking about?
Yeah, like the main part.
Yeah.
The main downtown.
But I will say, though, I mean, other Weston things are happening, right? So the bachelor parties and the bachelorette parties and the
fall festivities.
People going antiquing, like they're still doing their thing and they're taking a lot of those spots. So just kind of keep that in mind, is that a lot of things to do in Weston. So, but again, you don't have to like rush. If you're 20 minutes late, like the worst thing is you're going to have to walk, right? You're not going to.
Not a big deal.
Yeah. You want to do that one?
All right. Eat something before you go, because you're going to be doing a lot of drinking and we don't want you to fall out while you were there. So make sure you have something in your stomach beforehand. And yes, I think they had food last year, but the food was way in the back corner. So you were doing
half the
60% of the whiskey before you got to the food. So,
and I was going to talk about the layout. So we'll talk about the layout when we get to the tip after this one, and kind of give you a strategy for how you want to tackle how you want to drink it all.
But make sure you eat something and bring snacks. Like your pretzel necklace.
I don't think they're stopping people from bringing in, a reasonable amount of whatever. So, if you want a tip from a professional, do the same things you would do if you were hungover. Carbs, a little bit of vitamins, and just things and something with some liquid in it. My personal preference is spaghetti with meat sauce, as that will coat the stomach and help you absorb some of the liquor. Rice is also good. I tried hamburgers. I thought the bun would help me out, and it didn't. So that's your game plan.
Okay.
I drink a lot. Well, I don't know why you're looking at me like that. That was gold. You want to do the next one? Or you want me to do the next one?
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Same vein, different substance. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And it's in a barn, so you're not like in direct sunlight. But anytime you're drinking, you want to drink water.
Yeah. Avoid the hangover, so water, Gatorade.
And it's not supposed to be very hot.
No, it's actually supposed to be fairly cool.
Pretty cold, yeah.
Last year I think it was a lot warmer, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the first year we went, it was chilly.
That's right.
I remember on the video I was complaining about how cold it was.
But I'll be there in shorts and a t-shirt no matter what, I'm sure. So So I'll take the next one. And this is a tip that I feel a little weird about giving you, but I think it will contribute to your success. I say make a plan. So the first year we went, why are you laughing?
The first year we went, you were like, oh. And then we got around to like table number 7 and you're like, oh.
I didn't make that noise. The rest of that story is accurate, however.
But make a plan. You cannot try everything at every table. Well, maybe you can. I don't know.
So, and that was actually part of it, right? Because it's not just the vendors come and they'll have 4 or 5 different pours a lot of times. And if you're the 13th Colony people, you saw me 3 times, I think, in total. I like 13th Colony. Okay. So anyway, all I'm saying is that you will be spoiled by choice. And so at least pull up the vendor list. And if you want to be surprised, that's awesome. Get there and look at the vendor list. And make sure you know the pours that you absolutely have to try. Yeah. Because you don't want to be so blotto that you don't get to actually try them.
Yeah, well, I imagine if at some point, don't you just not even know what you're tasting anymore? I feel like at some point you're probably just drinking. I don't know, maybe not. But
there's some truth to that.
It's not like there's a flow to it. Yeah. But it's not like if you're like, oh, well, the apple spice thing looks really good, but the double barrel looks really good. I'm only going to have one. It's not like if you get to the end and you're still good, you can't go back and have the other one.
Actually, we've done ourselves we've done our audience a disservice. So basically, the Whiskey Festival is a rectangle, right? So there's like one little open part that you come in, but then it's just, so you could racetrack the whole thing over and over and over if you wanted to. There are, and I should know this off the top of my head because I was literally just looking at the list, lots of vendors. I can try to pull the list up, but I believe it was
like 20 to 30 would be my guess. Yeah, I haven't looked at the list, but
And a lot of times they'll have somebody that'll be like a distributor, and so they're bringing 4 or 5 brands, right? So there's plenty of things to try. And so for me, I go and say, what haven't I drank before? And so that's where I'm going to start first. And then I'll patch it in. Like the folks from Penelope are going to be there. Obviously, I'm going to go to there and drink whatever they've got. Usually the folks from Redline are there, but I didn't see them on the list. I hope they're there because it's always like the best stuff they have. And yeah, although last year I think it was Death Apple. Like that was the thing we had to have.
Death Apple.
Yeah, it was good. So just have a plan. It's a very long-winded way of saying
you don't have to drink it all on your first round.
You're being awfully motherly right now. You can't. I mean, what I did the first year was that, right? And so I would literally be like, oh, okay, oh, toasted, yes. Cask strength, yes. Basic, yes. Finished, yes. Rum finished, yes. Okay, go to the next table. Yeah, toasted, cask strength, and so I only try to do that maybe 1 or 2 tables now. I'm not saying I never do it, but the goal for me is definitely to walk out still knowing my name. And yeah, there's plenty of opportunities to drink if I wanted to. So, and the other thing is, again, it's not like there's a lot, but it's not hundreds of people, right? Like it's chill, it's cool.
Chill. Yeah.
I don't want to say intimate because that feels kind of like too small, but again, like you can take multiple trips around. There's areas where you can sit. So
yeah, like the whole middle of the barn is
open,
and I think the sitting is more like on the edges.
Yeah,
but in the middle of the barn there's tables that you can kind of set up at, and if
Lean
it's
up
cold
against.
they have those nice heater things that you can hang out at. So it's all open in the middle.
Yeah,
and there's plenty of room.
So so you'll have plenty of opportunity, and it's 3 hours, right? And so if there's plenty of time to go do everything. So make a plan.
Yeah.
All right. The last thing is one of the things that makes, I think, this the most unique festival is bring your wallet. Because you can buy bottles that you've tasted and want to take home.
You can't do that at other festivals?
No.
Really?
No. I think it's because they sell liquor. It's a liquor store on the bottom. So I don't think there's a difference between the bottom and the top. So as you're walking out, there will just be, 100-foot long table?
Yeah. So the process-wise for buying things, you're not going to walk up and just take them.
Yes, I've never been sober enough to do this. So.
No. Yeah. So there's people behind the table, and when it's your turn, they'll say, what do you want? And they'll retrieve it all for you and then take it up to the cash register. Now, generally very good and very efficient. But last year...
Was that last year?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear sometimes. And we got out and we realized that we had the wrong bottle. The guy had misheard us or something.
We got malted rye instead. Or we wanted malted rye and got harvest rye or something. Yeah.
So before you check out, just make sure it's what you ordered. We've only ever had one problem, and I'm sure it was because he just didn't hear us.
Yeah.
So
it was the same brand. It was just a different type of rye.
Yeah. So they did let us exchange it, but it probably wasn't something that they
were super excited about.
Yeah. So just make sure before you actually check out that you have the bottles that you ordered. But yeah, you just get in the line and they'll fetch it all for you, and you go to the end. So again, your game plan is park early. You can stand in line if you want to. You can. It seems like the Jayhawks I think the Jayhawks and the Wildcats play. So it seems like that game is always on. Listen to it for a while. When the doors open, go, get in line. And then, start. You'll walk in. They'll take your tickets kind of on the, left side. And then you enter the rectangle. Yeah. And you're just on the inside of the rectangle walking around. Again, if you're at all worried about your tolerance and you don't have a very nice DD with you, be strategic. Hit the ones you really want to hit. Yeah. Drink the things you've never had before or the most curious about. Knock those off your list. Regroup. You can, I believe, go get some food and come back if you want, or sit down and chill for a while, and then go around again, smoke a cigar,
wave hi to your friend that you haven't seen in a while. Like that always seems to happen to me when we go. And yeah, just look out for us and say hi.
Yep.
And then when you're done, plan on dinner at one of the Weston institutions we talked about. Like I said, we'll be we'll go in. We spend about an hour and a half there, stash our bottles in our car, and then we're at O'Malley's. So definitely stop by and say hi.
Yep. We'll see you on Saturday.
We will. See you then.
Bye.